Okay,
Okay, so I'll just continue from where I left off. I paused at 310.
no, can you, is it possible you restart from the very beginning?
I mean, the jokes are never as good the second time, but okay. Should I?
I suppose so.
I guess so. All right. Why not? Why not? You guys will have to pretend laugh now this time. All right.
Oh, wait, has the recording started?
Yeah, the recording started, right? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. Panel, do you know how I got these scars? I got these scars because Blackpink 8th anniversary recently passed, and they're still out there doing modeling. And even though Lisa released a single song recently, it's just not good enough. We need an album, guys. I don't know what these guys are doing. Free Blackpink from YG, guys. Free Blackpink from YG. The 4 things that we're going to do as part of our policy when we stumble upon Batman helpless and injured within this alley. We're going to rifle through his pocket for an ID card. Second, we're going to unmask him, and that's the point at which we're going to realize that his face matches that of billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne, the same face on the ID card that we just found. Thirdly, we're obviously going to rifle through his pockets for any money and any gadgets that we can sell on the black market, because obviously you got to get that moolah. But fourth and lastly, it's very simple, panel. We're going to kill the Batman. The first thing to understand, and the first argument that we're going to make, is that hurt people hurt people. Batman isn't the only emo teenage boy whose parents were shot in a dark alley. The tragic backstory of our character is also important, panel, because some trauma happened to us too. Our parents too died in a way that was monumental to the way that we grew up and chose to become a gang leader on the street. They died at the Gotham Intervarsity Debating Championship, where they ended up first pulling off an incredible upset against world's finalists Taha and Hamza Tariq Chaudhary. And at that point, chose to celebrate on break night drinking a large amount of yaka, which it turned out was instead bootleg Western moonshine. And because of that, they ended up dying. Panel, these trailblazers of the Gotham Debate League would not have died had Batman used his immense amount of money to actually fix social services and social institutions within Gotham, instead of donning his little bondage suit and going around and attacking small criminals and lowlives. At this point in time, panel, we have a dual moral obligation. Not right now. We have a dual moral obligation. One, to our parents who, as we said, were the trailblazers of debate within Gotham. But that second, to the wider Gotham society at large, to get rid of this menace, and this menace Batman who goes around and attacks small-time criminals who otherwise would have done nothing to him. The first thing to understand also, the last thing to understand in terms of what we do at the point in which we meet him, is that we also leave there our calling card, a name card which says the infamous name that will now become the hallmark of justice within Gotham. The name of the person who finally ended the menace known as Batman, so that all the criminals and all the hardworking individuals of Gotham start flocking to us. The name,
boss, a point.
Eric Peng. That is the name that we will leave at the crime scene. And what is going to happen is that the message will go out. The message: give me your poor, your huddled masses, your wretched scumbags and lowlives of Gotham, all of whom will flock to us. And the cult of Eric Peng is going to reverberate around Gotham for all of time. Sure, POI, Egbert Jefferson.
So, what happens really after you kill him? Like, why the fuck would you do quote-unquote justice? And if you really are justice, why don't you just join the Justice League, boss?
I would like to clarify, we're not necessarily justice, but what we are doing is offering a service to all of Gotham, in the sense that we're getting rid of this guy who, as I said before, instead of who carries this negative moral burden of what he could have done with his money and instead chooses to do instead. Which I'm going to elaborate now on my third argument, which is, panel, understand that there are classically 3 principles of justice: redress, retribution, rehab. But that fucker Bruce Wayne only seems to know one of them: roughhousing. It doesn't make sense for Bruce Wayne to go around and attack people regardless of the nature of the crime they've committed. Whether you've abducted 10 people and stuck 5 of them and like 2 of them on one railway track and 8 of them on the other railway track, and in order to simulate your sick, twisted trolley problem, or whether you're some small-time criminal who's perhaps gone into a shop, slipped a Snickers into his pocket, you're going to face the same result. Bruce Wayne is going to swoop in, he's going to break 5 of your bones, you will end up having to schedule 3 upcoming therapy appointments, and you're going to develop a rabid fear of what I like to call dark teenage emo speak. I am the God, I am the dark, I am the night. Shut up, man. No one gives a fuck.
Hey, boss,
the
point, sir.
last thing that we're going to talk about, not right now, the last thing that we're going to talk about is the way in which our operation is going to benefit from the way that our operation is going to benefit. What exactly is our operation? As I told you, hurt people. And given the traumatic way in which our parents went, we decided eventually to set up our gang, our business model on supplying yaka to debate tournaments all across the world. We even supply it to the World's University Debating Championship. Recently partnered with HelloFresh, which provides you daily meals that are nutritious and healthy and are able to help you maintain your diet, etc. Use the code 666 Eric Peng 666 to get 10% off on HelloFresh now. Alexandra, go ahead, POI.
Kill the Batman. You kill the only thing that stops your opposition.
What? You're gonna have to say that again with a little less dramatic.
Yeah, sorry about that. Batman took it for a second. If you kill the Batman, you pretty much kill the only thing that's killing off your opposition.
Well, I mean, there are other gang leaders whom we can either partner with, or, given the fact that our operation is now going to expand after we've stopped this menace Batman who was trying to get into the middle of us being able to provide yaka to the World's Universities Debating Championship by acting like one of those asshole conveners who has like a lot of stuff going on and saying things like, oh, oh my God, this quality has to be appropriate, etc., etc. The last thing then we're going to talk about is how we've done a great service, not only to Gotham and to all the criminals working here, all the criminals who are now going to follow us, as I said before, follow the cult of Eric Peng. But we've also liberated 2 extremely important stakeholders. Alfred, imagine you're an old man, you've served a billionaire for your entire life, and now you're having to deal with this idiot young guy who's going around once again wearing a stupid ass suit and running around the city, and then whenever he comes back nursing his wounds, apparently you have to be his butler and help him out. We liberate Alfred from the tyranny of being subjected. No, not anymore. Not anymore, POIs. We liberate Alfred from the tyranny of being subject to this idiot whom he has to serve and has to handle. But the second character that we liberate is Robin, with whom Batman has a very weird relationship, and we just don't think that it's appropriate for Robin, the teenage boy that he is, to be interacting with Batman in such a way. It's basically the same thing as we talked about in the Kung Fu Panda motion, right? There's an old guy who's necessarily implementing or forcing a younger guy to become a hero as well, and we just think that that's super problematic. And not only have we done a service to Gotham as a whole, we've done a service to these 2 very important stakeholders, both the old and the young.
All right, thank you very much to the Prime Minister for the inspirational speech. Now we'll move on to the leader of opposition. Ready when you are.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
POS through chat, please. Kindly do not unmute yourself for the POI. I'll be starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. You know what, Imaad? Your trauma is not because of Batman. It's because you have been sitting on that couch with Taha for too long. I think that's the reason you are having that particular trauma. So you need to change your couch in order to get rid of those scars, etc. But secondly, he thinks that, his parents were going to defeat Hamza Tariq Chaudhary at a debate tournament. So that's why Batman should care about. Why the fuck Batman should give up about your parents? He does not have any moral responsibility. And secondly, it's his own choice whether he wants to or not. Secondly, your parents got insurance from the Gotham City, not from particularly Batman. So he has to contribute himself or save them, etc. Or from that wine, etc. to make it ultimately better. I don't think that Batman has that ultimate moral responsibility to do so. He has a choice to invest in whatever field or in whatever way he can do for his country. But secondly, a few questions on their policy. We are going to get the ID card of the Batman. He's fucking Batman. He does not carry ID card in his pocket with him all the time for people to be recognize him. He's not going to vote for the elections. The reason you think he's carrying the ID card, he's not going to carry any ID card with him at any point because he has that constant fear of being recognized by other people. But secondly, they never gave you how they are even going to kill him. are you going to stab him? Are you going to kick him? Or are you going to like fire him, like whatever, because he's a Batman having multiple powers, having quick facilities to be healed, etc. Never any proper policy in their first speaker. Second, I'm still confused how you are going to save him. But then a first characterization of how like Gotham crimes are being operated. I think there's a culture of crime in Gotham at the very first place, meaning the threat of a particular criminal gang is not only Batman, it's mainly the other gangs also, who are continuously in a competition or in a race to get better than the other gang. I think the crimes for passion that are already being taken place in Gotham are going to be worse off. There are going to be getting more and more crimes on daily basis. Our counterfactual here is simple. Panel no down. We are going to save Batman. Why is that saving Batman so important in this debate? I think when you are going to save Batman, Batman will be in debt to you, meaning he'll now be becoming friend with you, and now he's going to save you. You can break. Batman is already breaking laws in the status quo. Now you can align with him, and he'll also going to provide you a shelter because he's so rich. He will provide you money, etc. And now he can help you do your crimes, etc. Because you are a gang leader, you'll be doing crimes on a really small scale. But secondly, by their own characterization, they say that, oh, you are Batman and you are like hurting people. Okay, but now if you can align with the Batman because you are saving the Batman, you can hurt more people. That's your own motive. So by your own characterization, I think we are co-opting your whole model. Now you can easily hurt people whoever you want to. You can easily mix up minds. You can easily make people die, etc. I think because now you are Batman's friend, you can do whatever you want. Any POI from closing government?
Oh yes. There is literally like 10 plus chapters where a thief saves Batman and then Batman proceeds to beat the fuck out of the thief when the thief recommits a crime. Can you please settle that?
Okay, firstly, I have not seen Batman, but secondly, when you are going to protect Batman, obviously Batman will be in debt to you, meaning he'll be protecting you for the rest of his life because he wants to be protected. But second and most important argument into this debate, they think that they are going to liberate Alfred. I think that's not the case. What thing Alfred need? Alfred is a gay relationship with that particular gang leader, meaning that Alfred, the gang leader needs love more than anything in this world. The point in time when you are going to save Batman, that you will be getting more close to Alfred because now you'll be living in Batman's house because he has a lot of rooms. He can accommodate you into the person who has saved his life at the very first level. I think the point in time you can get more closer to Alfred into that their relationship, because I think that love is the only feeling that can triumph or can get is the more stronger feeling than any of other feelings such as power, etc. At that point in time, you will be much more better. You will can get more close and intimate relationship with Alfred. You can also go into the room of Alfred whenever you want to because you will be living into the same house. Even when Batman is sleeping or Batman is saving Gotham, you can save Alfred in his room, etc. Your life would be much more better. Do whatever you want to. So I think Alfred will not be liberated on our side. He'll only be liberated on our side when he'll get the true love of his life. Any POF from my closing?
Yeah, have you noticed how in this tournament?
Please a little bit louder.
Hi, have you noticed how when teams in this tournament start losing or stop being funny, they bring in homoeroticism like you just have?
No, I didn't realize, because for me that is not funny. I think that is something quite good. So it's just upon the audience that whether they are laughing on it or not. But secondly, I think that Alfred will be much more happier in this life. Things will be much more better. To Tracy, sure. Things will be much more better. But secondly, I think even in the best case scenario, if you are going to somehow, I don't know how, but going to kill Batman, I still think that at the point in time, you'll be ending up in jail. Why so? Because you do not have any superpowers, or you do not have like any ultra power that you will be being saved by the police or mayor, etc. Because I think that the police, Jim Gordon, etc., are heavily are good friends with Bruce Wayne, etc. They are going to protect him if when they'll get to know that he's being killed, they will try to catch the criminal so he does not try to spread any terror, etc. And secondly, they think that, oh, you are going to partner with those criminal gangs in order to get control of the city. It's like literally a fucking criminal gang, not a multinational company when you are going to sign MOU, etc. So I think in that case and scenario, it's very difficult for you to partner with other criminal gangs because you have overlapping interests. In that case and scenario, there's a greater probability of you being killed because you are now vulnerable. The police will be after you. Your businesses will be hammed. Your businesses will be taken over control by police, etc. And there's a greater probability of you ending up in jail. So even in their best case scenario, you're not getting any luxuries in your life. You're not getting the love of the Alfred, the true love, the true love love of Alfred in that case in scenario. But secondly, you are now much more version of you cannot hurt people because now you're not friends with the Batman. You do not have that privilege or luxury to continue keep hurting to keep hurting people, etc. So for all of these reasons, for telling that why those things are not being solved on their side, why that culture is still going to exist, the culture of crime is something being restored only on our side when you can succeed with the help of the Batman clearly closing opening opposition.
Thank you for expressing the intimacy of Alfred. I definitely needed to hear that. Now moving on to the Deputy Prime Minister. Ready when you are.
Can you see me and hear me?
Yes, I do.
Unfortunately.
Hey, panel.
POI?
Eric Peng here. And in classic Batman villain fashion, we're going to be going through this speech in a variety of racially and ethnically ambiguous accents. First thing we'd like to clarify is that while we're Eric Peng, we're not the Penguin. That's another criminal leader in Gotham. That's not us. So we don't want credit getting mixed up over here. Now, there's been some mad shit talked about over at opening opposition panel, and we're going to have to deal with that because we don't take that lightly in Eric Peng and the OGs. No, sir. First of all, they try to criticize our policy. They said our gang policy doesn't make no damn sense. I want to have a chill chat about this panel because they suggested Batman or Bruce Wayne might not be carrying his ID card. I ask you, have you seen the damn guy? His IQ is room temperature. He's been dealing with a bunch of mentally challenged folks his entire life and hasn't been able to take them out for good. I think this man walks around with his ID card. Second, they asked us, how are you going to kill him? Well, first of all, you twisted fuck. I don't think that's important. But secondly, there's a goddamn equity policy. We can't tell you how we're going to kill him. Let's just say that the PG version is a little bit closer to, well, we might tickle him till he dies. Classic Gotham stuff. Just, hard shit only. Next.
Point of information?
They said, well, what if you become friends with the Batman? And what I want to say over here is, what about my parents, you fool? What about my goddamn parents and the moral obligation I owe to them? No real answer coming out at opening opposition. But secondly, and more importantly, you can't become friends with the Batman because this man has an internal monologue running throughout his head at any given point in time. I am justice. I am the knight. You either die a villain, or die a hero, live long. I haven't seen Batman. Live long enough to see yourself become opening government. This is a problem, panel. This man is never going to truly become our friend in the long term. We cannot dare to deal with him. Next, they tell us, well, what about your blossoming gay relationship with Alfred? And panel, just once and for all, I'd like to set the record straight over here. I did not have sexual relations with that butler. I did not have sexual relations with that butler. But even in the event of the panel, the more important thing that we need to note here is, even if I did have sexual relationships with that butler, I need to free him from the local bondage daddy if I ever want to have a chance with him. What chance do I have with this frumpy little classic Gotham villain setup, which vaguely speaks to a complete lack of sexual virility and prowess when Batman is out there, underwear on the outside of his pants, confidently proclaiming for all the world to see that he has nothing to hide except for his face, which is kind of hard if you think about it. So no, we can't continue our gay relationship with Alfred in the event that there is one while Batman still roams the streets because we cannot compete with Batman. And here we're harking the arguments we've run over and over again. His Riz is unmatched. We got to stop it. Before we continue, I'll take you, Arjun Catman.
Okay, listen, are you trying to impersonate a shitty comedian doing a shitty impression, or are you trying to impersonate a Texan?
Isn't that the same thing? I could have sworn Imaad, but you said it is, right? Yeah, sorry. I'm deeply confused right now. Now, I want to go back to some of the most important things we said over here. First of all, a reminder, please, our sponsors, 666 HelloFresh. Secondly, and more importantly, I think our moral obligation has gone deeply misunderstood over here because there's been a claim made that we don't care about the people of Gotham. Panel, I want us to take a step back from this debate for a second and think about the goddamn real world, all right? Back in the beginning of humanity, when there was nothing but a state of nature, a tabula rasa, life was nasty, brutish, and short. And what I want to say is, it was fucking balling, am I right? Like, we could do whatever the fuck we wanted and nobody would stop us. Criminals, the original criminal was the original moral person in human history. They had ultimate freedom. They represented the peak and apex of human expression. And then, as we all know, the white man came and we had to put down all these silly little rules and regulations. I think that by virtue of being a criminal, by virtue of being the leader of a street gang, Eric Peng and the OGs, there is nobody out there who stands more surely and more truly for the principles of moral justice than us. Why else do you think this gang exists but to carry out the 3 legal principles of whatever the fuck it was that Imaad said on the streets of Gotham? I think this is the purpose of crime in the first place, to enforce rules in a lawless land. And then Batman came. And the problem, as we've identified, is he doesn't play by any rules except the rule of violence. That's fucked up. We still play by the rules of commerce and trying to have a good time. But then the next thing we told you over here, which once again, I think has gone largely uncontested, to which we, the only response we get is, well, Batman/Bruce Wayne has no meaningful moral obligation. I want to harken you back to a classic thought experiment over here, panel. If there's a child drowning in front of you and you don't save them, you're a big piece of shit. It says so in my Philosophy 100 notebook. The important thing to note there is that when my parents were dying because of inferior low-grade yaka, Batman should have seen them in the exact same way that we would interpret a child drowning in front of us. Why the fuck didn't this man use his billions of dollars to set up a yaka filtration plant and make things better for everybody over there? I don't understand. What is this nonsense about? Well, Gotham should do it. I don't remember everybody saying the United States of America should do it when we criticize Amazon warehouses, right? We go straight for the throat. We say Jeff Bezos should have fixed it. Similarly, local billionaires should have taken accountability over here. I'll take a POI from whoever our closing, no, I think that's Arjun. I'll take one from our opening. The one across us. No? Chalo, theek hai. In that case, anybody has a POI?
Can I POI you, boss?
Yeah, go ahead, Egbert.
Boss, I just have a quick question, boss. Like, would you rather be bound and like interrogated by Wonder Woman, boss? Just a quick question, boss.
I mean, I love winning, you know what I'm saying? And I don't see another option over here. Always pleased to hear from a fellow Eric Peng. Sounds good. Now, final point. You could make a goddamn religion out of this. Because think about it. Batman, the night, the darkness, the terror, represents all the qualities of a satanic figure in any world religion. We take this fucker out, and suddenly the poor, the indigent, the wretched, and the assholes of Gotham all flock under the banner of Eric Peng and the OGs, and we become venerated and deified as the new real hero or god of Gotham. Again, I haven't seen Batman, but I'm pretty sure there aren't any religious people over there, so this represents a unique opportunity for us to get in here and turn our Yaka debating operation into something divine. And if there's anything that any debater has ever secretly wanted, it is to become a divine alcohol god for an entire community of people. I don't think there's anything higher that we could aspire to. We owe responsibility to our parents, and the Eric Pengs have found the business opportunity of a lifetime. Let's put a Harvey Dent in this little fucker.
All right, thank you, Deputy Prime Minister, for that Texas accent. Now we'll be moving on to the Deputy Leader of Opposition. Ready when you are.
Can you hear me? Okay. Panel. Slavery ended in previous century, but Taha Masud is still being whipping every time he gets a chance in a different accents. I do not know why he needed to, have a different accent. He already has an accent. But today I got one thing, that the reason why Taha Masud has an accent is because of that little piece of stick that he was having in his mouth. Well, stick is the reason that you can get a lot of things done. But I would start, every time in this whole tournament, we have been accused of not being funny. What's funny? Let's start with this issue. Because closing opposition thinks that, you are not funny if you're making sexual jokes. What's their version version of being funny. You know, sitting in front of a board where, you know, behind which you have written some equations that you do not even know what that equation is. Yesterday in a match, they tried to solve an equation, but, you know, they failed. And they were so, you know, they were even not even ashamed of saying to the, you know, it's not even, it's not the fake or wrong equation in the first place. So you know what do you want? You want to be funny to your audience, because the audience that we are appealing to right now is Imran Ilmam, and we know what Imran Ilmam wants. We know what other panel wants. Every person in the whole universe wants one thing, and that is linked to his own reproductive organs. But we will come to what Taha, Masud, and opening government thinks that they can stay away, you know, keep shy away from not reverting to our arguments by just saying that, you know, we can have different accents. We are sitting on Taha, Masud, or with Imaad, and we can name Hamza Tariq Chaudhary, and we can easily win this match. Well, you cannot. Guess what we said in opening opposition? We said one thing, that, you know, Batman is a bad person, but you are also a bad person. You are a fucking criminal. You are a gang leader. What do you like? You like to murder people. You like to kill all those people. And this thing that, you know, crime is the, you know, criminal gangs are the only thing that they try to fix the laws, and they try to organize some laws. We do not think so. You are a small gang leader. You are not a big fucking joker as you pretend to be. You are a small gang leader in a city of gangs where there are a lot of gangs. So if you kill him, if you try to, you know, if you try to fix the laws, and if you try to have the laws, this is going to hurt you, because this leader of the gang leaders is going to come out there, and he is going to fix the laws, and he is going to, you know, or legislate some laws, and you are going to, you know, even lose your own leadership. That is the only thing that we think is more important to you as a gang leader. But what benefits that you can get, and all the benefits that opening government says that we can get by liberating Gotham, by we will liberate Robin, we will liberate each and every person, you can do all those things by just siding with Batman himself, because we agree Batman is a bad person. We agree Batman breaks the law. This is something intersecting point between you, a small gang leader, and the Batman that you do not like. We told you the reason of your trauma isn't Batman. The reason of your trauma is your teammate. The reason of your trauma is the ditching that you did with all these teammates in past, you know, past tournaments. We think that is the reason. Batman isn't. You know, in absence of Batman, let's imagine if Batman wasn't there, wouldn't you have their scar? I think you would have their scar. If you owe your responsibility to your parents, as you said, then ask them why this scar was there. And if they answer you, if they did not answer you, ask Taha, Masud. If they do not answer you, ask yourself, because you know yourself that this is not a scar because of a Batman. This is a scar because of your own that OG speeches that you gave it in the first place. But secondly, they think that Alfred do not have a sexual relationship. You know, we do not think so. Why? Because they said that I have no sexual relationship with Batman. This is the first thing a gay person says when someone accuses someone of being gay. He denies it. He says that I'm not that. Why are you saying that? That's the first person of coping up with a particular thing. You deny it. This is what Taha, Masud did in the first place. But second reason why he has a sexual relationship with that person is because of that pink stick that you had in your mouth. We think that only a person who has a relationship with Alfred would have that stick. But they say that even if this was true, you can, you know, you can liberate Alfred. Well, we do not think so. Because Alfred and Batman also have a particular relationship. By this, if A, you can get a good threesome, and B, even if you think that you want Batman out of this your relationship equation, I'll take it. Please hold on. If you think that you can, you know, have a good relationship with Alfred by taking Batman out of this equation, we do not think so. Alfred has put his whole life, you know, to creating Batman, to making him to making the strengths of the Batman. Batman is not just another person. He is the investment of Alfred himself. What are you doing? You are killing the investment of all the Batman. But thirdly, they think that by killing Batman would result in creating a new religion. We do not think so, because existence of Saturn is important for creating another religion. That is why There the debate got video that they were talking about Hamza Tariq Chaudhary. That is why there is a debate got, and there is a debate Saturn. I'm not going to name the debate Saturn, but the existence of debate Saturns is even important in the status quo for a good religion to grow, because that's how you can say that I am the prophet, he is the Saturn, he is the God, and I will liberate you from the Saturn. If the Saturn is eliminated, if the Batman is eliminated, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to promise to your followers? Nothing. Go on. POI.
You both awake in the mountains of Carthage. You are not online. It is 217 BC. You are the general Hannibal and are miserable at what the modern generation conceptualizes to be funny. The future cannot come to pass. Rome must burn.
Well, if you want to burn the world, then Batman is the only key of burning the world, because he is the only person who can give you that ignition, that fire that you want to burn the world. Well, what's the counterfactual? You will side with other gang leaders? Well, they do not have the capacity. They do not have the capacity to burn the world, because if they had already burned more than the Gotham city itself. You want some, asshole such as a Batman who has that fire, who has that super capabilities, not Joker, because, the problem with the Joker, if closing opposition comes with this, we think that Joker hates Batman and he doesn't hate crime anymore. That was in the previous, initial stages of Joker. He has grown up now. Now the only thing that Joker wants is killing Batman, getting away from Batman. We think that if you give that to Joker, he's going to leave you all and he's going to live his own life and going to another city. Yes, PY, opening government.
Well, actually, according to the rules of the World University Debating Championship Manual, counterprops have to be mutually exclusive. So if your counterprop is to kill Imaad, then I can kill Batman and Imaad, and it's not mutually exclusive at all. So I can do both of these things.
I do not think that we ever said that we are going to kill another person. We explicitly said in our opening opposition's case that we want to save the Batman. We want to save the person who is the key of killing all those people. And what now? I would reiterate the characterization of this gang leader that opening government thinks is a good person, that he should care about justice. He shouldn't care about justice, because all the time, all his whole life, he has been fucked up by debaters. He has been fucked up by adjudicators who are debating right now, and by those people who have never debated and are adjudicating right now. Your life is fucked up by those people. But even if you think that you should have, if you think that you are behind intermission, then I guess you should have your speech is very behind now. So opening government can never win this debate. But lastly, before that, at POI, from our own closing, who thinks they are funny?
Okay, in the present day, you unmask Batman and you see that the shadowy face of Bruce Wayne, the white paint, the coiffed hair has washed away. He is none other
that's a
than
good.
Taha.
Thank you so much. Thank you. If we do that, if we unmask Batman, we are going to love Bruce Wayne, because we are also fucking homosexuals. We would like not to kill another person who is a Bruce Wayne. We would like to have it in our own gay community. That's the another reason of saving that person. So if you think that if he had done something wrong, if you realize that, I do not care about that, because only thing that I care about is my appetite, my factual appetite, and all those appetites that are important to me as a gang leader, because I do not care about justice. I do not care about law. I do not care about saving another person or getting a retribution or any other principles of criminal justice system. I hate all those things. That's why I joined a criminal gang in the first place. That's why I'm going to kill the Batman. That's why I'm going to burn the city and be with Alfred. For all those reasons, opening opposition.
Thank you for the Deputy Leader of Opposition. Wow, that's a mouthful. Yes, as we go to intermission, since the opening teams are now done, we will now be starting with the closing half imminently, actually. All of you, please stay here. Member of Government, ready when you are.
Okay, before I start my speech, I'd like to apologize to CO because, again, yes, we will be making another sex case. We didn't want to, but we're going to. I'd also like to apologize to Eric Peng. I'm sorry, boss. I gotta disclose your secret identity. Right, but right. Hi, chat. So yeah, we're streaming live currently at twitch.tv/OpenheimerTTV. So, chat, what the fuck has been going on for the past 15 minutes or so, chat? Like, I don't know what the fuck has been going on. Like, someone's been talking about, like, them wanting to fuck Alfred. Who the fuck wants to fuck an old hag, bro? We do not fucking care about Alfred, bro. It's fucking Gotham. There's so many baddies in Gotham. Why the fuck would you want to get Alfred? Okay, but moving on, right? So, both sides of the opening house agree that, yeah, Batman is a big bad evil guy, right? Obviously, I think, it's pretty obvious that Batman is an evil psychopath, right? And I also think that we should, I'm sorry to say that, like, Eric Peng's backstory sounds a lot like Robin, don't you think? They're both orphans, they both got adopted by Batman. It sounds a lot like Robin, don't you see? So now I'm gonna have to apologize to you, boss, but chat, Eric Peng is Robin. I'm sorry, boss. I'm sorry, boss. It had to come out eventually, boss. But again, we think that Eric Peng there saying that the way we kill Batman is important. I think it is important. And I'm going to tell you how we're going to kill Batman. We're going to fucking eat him. We're going to eat the rich. Now I'm going to do that by representing by using this piece of bread. Can you guys see this? All right, this piece of bread. This represents Batman's. I'm not going to specify what body part that is. This means we're gonna eat the rich. We're eating capitalism itself. You see this? This represents capitalism, mass-produced shitty-ass bread. Even Toby, even Imran, they are currently eating the rich as we speak. They are currently with our cause. Also, pay attention to that burning Malaysian flag. That is so fucking true. That's what Malaysia should be right now, chat. But moving on, yeah, we're going to eat Batman. We're going to eat the rich. Why is this good? Because number one, when we unmask that little fucker in that little BDSM suit, we're gonna see that chiseled ass face. Holy shit! That's Playboy billionaire Bruce Wayne. Oh my god, we don't need no shitty ass ID card. We know it's fucking Bruce Wayne. His face is everywhere. He's a little egotistical maniac. His company is called Wayne Enterprises. Imagine if a company was called Biden LLC. That's fucking stupid. I'll take a POR.
Buddy, why have you not plugged HelloFresh in the stream? I told you, I explicitly informed everybody in the gang. Where the fuck is HelloFresh?
I'm sorry, boss. Like, Lockheed Martin contacted me last night, boss. I'm sorry, boss. I'm sorry. But you can still use code Eric Peng for 10% off your next F-35 purchase. Link is right there in the chat. Oh, right there in the chat. Right there. Okay, moving on. Bruce Wayne literally has a monopoly over everything in Gotham. Just look at Wayne Enterprises. They make everything from fucking condoms to fighter jets. Chat, anything you eat and use in fucking... This is Wayne Enterprises. Ignore the fucking logo. This is owned by Wayne Enterprises. He is the one causing all the problems with capitalism, chat. And we are going to fucking eat him. We're gonna eat him because, number one, we want our fucking revenge, chat. Robin. Eric Peng, he's been fucking abused his whole life. He's literally similar to how Oogway was a pedophile Epstein maniac who fucking made Poe his fucking weapon, chat. Batman literally made Robin his weapon, so now we want fucking revenge. And why specifically we're gonna eat him? Because there's no body. There's no fucking body left. We're gonna grind down his bones and make that into fucking seasoning like ramen, chat. But moving on, right? We're gonna steal his identity. We're gonna take his fucking suit. We're gonna take his fucking clothing. We're gonna take his fucking car. We're gonna go, I'm Batman. We're gonna go into the fucking Batcave, right? Because let's be real, chat. It's fucking Batman. He has a contingency plan for this shit. We're gonna go into Batcave, and then there's gonna be a message, right? That says like, if you're listening to this message, I'm probably dead. Yeah, exactly. And we're gonna get all of Batman's contingency plans, right? And then we can even go to the Justice League. Guess who's in the Justice League? Fucking Wonder Woman. Chat, we as a lowly little gooner under Eric Peng will finally have the chance to tap Wonder Woman's ass. Who else can we tap their ass? Fucking Catwoman. If you're Robin, you've seen Catwoman's ass your entire fucking life. You've dreamed about it. You fucking jacked off to that shit. And finally you have the chance. And let's chat. Let's assume this all fails, or let's assume this somehow fails because, they pull off your mask, which they would never do because you're fucking Batman now. Right, let's assume they somehow know. We still win because guess what happens? Wonder Woman will fucking tie you up. That's a massive victory for us as Eric Peng nationalists. Chat, again, I would like to specify they can get 10% off your next F-35 purchase. Just use code Eric Peng right down in the chat right there. I'll put a note. I'll put the link in chat again. Hold up, chat. I think I just choked there. Okay, but yes, again, we don't. Like I said, chat, we don't need fucking Alfred. There's so many baddies in Gotham. There's so many people you can fuck. Like, on God, chat. You have fucking Wonder Woman. You have you have fucking Batgirl. You have fucking Catwoman. You can even fuck fucking what's the cop's boss name again? Can someone type that in chat? The fucking cop name. Fucking Inspector. Oh, Commissioner Gordon. Yes, you can even fuck Commissioner Gordon if you want to, chat. You can even fuck Trump if you want to. And again, chat, we would like to elaborate that let's say all of this fails. Let's say somehow the Justice League is on your ass. And again, and let's say Wonder Woman doesn't tie you up, right? We think that it is unlikely that you even fail because again, Superman is not one out for revenge. He'll just say, oh damn, Batman got a weird change in tone today. Well, he's probably on estrogen or some shit, right? And moving on, right, chat? Oh, great. Thanks for the dono in the chat by Imran. Thanks for the 2 gifted subs there. We're gonna increase the sub goal there, chat. Give me a second. Oh, shoot, that's the wrong one. Never mind. For some reason, OBS is not working. I can't increase the sub goal count. But moving on. All right, TLDR, we're gonna fucking eat Batman. We're gonna eat his ass out, both literally and sexually. We're gonna fucking eat him. We're gonna make him into fucking ramen, and we are gonna get a monopoly over fucking Gotham. We're gonna be the best villain / superhero ever. We're gonna be evil Batman. What if Batman was evil? Fucking insane, chat. Am I right? We're gonna get all his weapons. We're gonna get all his gadgets, and best of all, we get the sweet, sweet taste of victory, chat. Victory. Revenge is best served cold. Don't care. Victory is best served cold. Revenge is best served cold as a fucking Batman ramen, chat. Again, great message, great dono from Eric Peng himself. Chat. Can we get a round of applause for Eric Peng's dono right there in the chat? Oh, hype train coming up. Hype train, chat. Sub right now for hype train, chat. But yeah, TLDR. Here's why you should sub to me at twitch.tv/OppenheimerTTV, because we're gonna eat. I almost said we're gonna eat Oppenheimer. We're gonna eat Batman. We're gonna make him. We're gonna turn him into Robin. We're gonna eat him. We're gonna steal his persona. And we are Batman. I'm Batman. Again, code Eric Peng for 10% off your next F35 purchase. This stream is also sponsored by HelloFresh. I just forgot to put it there. Use code 666 Eric Peng 666 for another 25% off and free deliveries for your next order. Thank you.
We thank chat for that fine speech by the member of government. Now we'll be moving on. Wait. Okay. Now we'll be moving on to the member of opposition. Ready when you are.
Imran, I withdraw consent.
Lol.
I want to be very clear.
Can you
Not
spend
record
2 minutes
this?
doing the national anthem, by the way?
No. We've already
I'm
heard
just
enough
pausing the recording.
accent sounds for one night. Thanks. I'm gonna begin my speech though. So like,
Thank you, member of opposition, for giving an immediate 90 speech. Now we'll be moving on to the government whip. Ready when you are.
Okay. Visible, audible?
Yes, you are.
All right, perfect. So, give me a second to just organize my notes, and then I'll begin. Man, for a motion about Batman and about DC, the lack of spec knowledge is absolutely abhorrent, actually. I've just listened to each and every speaker, and like I'm hearing so much bullshit that it makes me want to rip my ears out as a person who watches DC. I'm just gonna clear up all of that bullshit real quick right off the bat, and I'm just gonna tell you why Egbert's extension is the most important one, alright? What does Egbert tell you? He basically tells you that in the most likely scenario, that Eric Peng is probably Robin, and you see this all throughout DC, bro. Batman literally picks up random kids on the streets, gets them into some ghetto-ass spandex, some fucking sex suit, and after it fucking forces them to go jump around and fucking, I don't know, hump a villains or some shit. Like, that's just the truth of the scenarios, and that's just how things work. And that never gets refuted by Emo, and that's why it still stands right now. So with that in the way, right, we also get the very core reasons why things happen. Give me a second, I've got an important call. Give me a second. or whatever. But in case, so we get all of the different reasons as to why it is important for them to for him to actually want to kill Batman, and why it is the complete true reason why they want to kill Batman. Because if you think about it, thus far the other reasons why they give, such as like the entire reasons of like oh, we want to kill Batman because we are evil and shit, bro. Like everyone else has said, you are a small gang leader. The amount of power that you gain from actually killing Batman alone and not doing anything with that power is so minimal, and we don't think anything. Instead, what does Egbert tell you that we gain the most optimal amount of power? We've become the fucking Batman. We take all of the spec knowledge that we have with Robin, all of the secret passcodes, everything that we know with Robin, wear that suit, and we fucking go out and go into the world as Batman. And that, my friends, gives us the most amount of power. What were the other team's extensions, and why are they all bullshit? Let's start out by taking out CO, where he basically tries to claim that we can gaslight Batman because Batman has no friends. Bro, read the fucking comics and look at everything that Iggy tells you. Iggy tells you all of the benefits of becoming Batman. Then you get all the bitches in the world, such as Batwoman, such as Catwoman, Wonder Woman. Bro, you get every single woman within the DC comics. Why is this important? Why does he take it down? Bro, because he has all the bitches. He's not lonely, bro. He indoctrinates 20 Robins. He has the entire Justice League. Bro, even in his own interpersonal life, he has fucking Lois Lane. They try to claim that Superman gets bitches. Bro, Batman steals his bitches. What are you on about? He gets every single interpersonal connection that anybody wants. Bro, all Batman really is, and they agree with this, he's just an emo kid that goes like, oh, my parents died and all they left me with is my billion-dollar mansion, a nice, comfortable life, a butler, and nothing else. All useless things. They do nothing. Bro, that is literally the entirety of Batman's entire story and development arc. That he has everything in his life and he still gives to the world. Bro, you can't just claim that you can gaslight Batman because he's lonely and depressed, because he's still lonely and depressed even with everyone around him. We don't think that you're going to be particularly different, especially considering the fact that you are a criminal that Batman beats up on a daily. I don't think he's going to be closer to you than fucking Superman. I'm sorry to say. That's just the inherent truth. I know that you want to project and tell yourself that, oh, we'll get Batman as my friend. I know you really want that, Arjun, but I don't think you're going to get Batman as a friend. I'm very sorry to say. Second thing then, let's take down OG. Let's take down OO and what they try to say. They try and say, oh, when we save the Batman, we align with the Batman. Look, like I told you, Batman literally beats up the people who saves him. Harley Quinn has saved him a grand total of 20 times in the comics right now. I don't know how the fuck this clown keeps saving Batman in some different way, shape, or form, but he's fucking doing it every single time. And you wanna know what Batman does? That's right, he still kidnaps her boyfriend, puts him in jail, and then beats the fuck out of her like the woman that she is. I don't know why he fucking does that and beats her the fuck up. I really don't understand that, but he does it anyways, irregardless. They try to also claim that, oh, he has some way in order to get closer to that you can also fuck the Batman. That when you get closer to him, you can fuck the Batman, and that is the ultimate benefit that you get. Bro, I'm just saying, when we kill Batman, his body is right there. I'm just saying, dead people tell no tales. I'm just saying, dead people tell no tales. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, he's right there laying there, like, they talk about the hard armor, bro. You got all the time in the world, and you're Robin, you probably know how to dismantle that shit. He probably already made you dismantle that shit during the time that he put you in that kinky-ass spandex. Bro, just remove it and do whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't really matter. The only thing then that stands within this debate is OG, where OG tries to tell you that, oh, the reason why we would kill Batman is on the mere basis of we want revenge. That when we get revenge, that what we do is that we get to do everything that we want. That we make sure that Batman fixes all the structural issues while he's dead. Now then, I just wanna ask OG and just, do a very debatey thing and just vibe check this real quick and just ask them real quickly, like, so when we kill the billionaire, where do you think the money goes? Like, legitimately, where do you think the money goes? Do you just think that Wayne Corporation just go like, oh wow, this guy killed the
On
Batman?
that,
I think all the money should go to the guy that killed Batman. Oh wow, yeah. No. This is like some king shit. Like this is like, oh, the king. Oh, an individual killed the king. Now we need to like make him the new king. We need to make him the new king. No, that's not how the fuck it works. But secondly, and most importantly, look. The real reason why you want to kill him, yes, sure, it may be because of your parents and shit. But I'm sorry to say, but you trying to claim that you pick some big issue isn't just good enough. And thirdly, I just want to point out this issue, this thing about fucking Alfred, bro. We take it a step further. We take the higher burden and tell you that A, they never prove how you fuck Alfred. All they say is you kill Batman and you fuck Alfred, which it doesn't actually get proven because of the idea that Alfred is entwined within Batman. But secondly, we'll tell you how he fucks Alfred. Because when you take out Alfred and you are the Robin, guess what Alfred has to be codependent on? He no longer serves Batman, he serves you. And guess what? You can tell Alfred, hey, ding, 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 I'm on my fucking blowjob right here, right now. That is literally what you are able to do. You get that transference of power because Alfred serves Batman and secondly to Robins. If you take out the top power, you become the top power and you can fuck Alfred all you want. All
TOI?
the people proud to propose. Before that, sure.
Ha ha ha, sex funny. Ha 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 ha.
Yes, Arjun, and you projecting that we have no lives, even though you literally are debating at 1 a.m. is so funny. Proud to propose.
Could my fellow Eric Peng turn off his stream for a second? I think it's very disrespectful to stream while a fellow streamer is streaming. Appreciate you, bro. Starting my speech now. Hi panel, sorry, I'm a bit unprepared for this speech. I followed this link in chat and suddenly found myself in the Middle East. So sorry if you hear any background noises, by the way. Like, I think something's going on behind me. First of all, panel, as one of the many Eric Pengs in the world, we regret how much this divide has been sown within our community. As we grapple between the age-old question of, do we fuck that old man? Now we think a middle ground can be found here. Between pleasure and death, you find the sweet spot of torture. Gut check. I want to kill half of the BDSM community for being gross and pretending to not hear safe words. I also want to fuck half the BDSM community because damn level money, you look really fine as fuck. The compromise? I'm in there with a whip and psychological torture on the mind. This enables me unique catharsis without having to face questioning from the police. This enables our hot little gang leader to stonewall and bask in the frankly incredible feeling of 20 unread messages from a guy who could crush your ass. For him to be so incredibly scared of losing you and so emotionally stunted from years of not going to therapy that he is willing to do almost anything for you. And yeah, guys, if you want to fuck that bat boy, you can. But goddamn, is it going to be so much more satisfying and three-dimensional when you're able to psychosexually dominate an Adonis of a white man. Before I go on, responding quickly to closing government claiming you can steal his identity. Guys, this is a mental illness persona. It is so fucking boring to maintain and keep up. First of all, it ain't yours. People are going to expect some weird shit from you that you cannot deliver on. Also, you know that Batman is likely going to be a privacy freak. 15 character passwords, special characters, not only the last part, just having all of that freakishly fucking memorized in your head. You ain't gonna be having fun when you're on your third failed password attempt and you're locked out of the Batman bathroom when you really need a fucking piss. Second of all, you can still access his shit on our side of the house because, man, the number one fucking way men respond when they've done something wrong, when they've done something wrong, is not to apologize, is not to say sorry, is not to talk about their feelings or emotions, is to just gift you a bunch of fucking shit. You know what strings gifting you a bunch of fucking shit doesn't come with? All of the responsibility of being Batman, bitch, of tracking down his bank information, of verification codes, of finding out how to unlock and use all of his freaky little bat gadgets that you're going to be selling on eBay at some point, or even having to describe what that shit does. You don't care. You've got better things to do with your life. You've got a whole fucking gang to lead, and now you're alone in the Batman fucking junkyard trying to look through what is actually valuable.
OG.
Also, Rip CG, Yugenesh looked really damn bored during your speech. I think it's Jovan for you. I'll take the point.
We're the only team in this tournament who aren't making sex jokes. We should be winning on our sophistry. The lack of uncouth behavior being exhibited.
This is such a fucking long diagonal simply because you're not reliant on the sex. But dude, what you are reliant on, unfortunately, is you are able to post-death go into Batman's bank accounts very like unsecured and unprotected and able to transfer yourself billions. How the fuck does this work, guys? Mechanization. This is your what, 10th year of debating and you still haven't learned this from OG? Come on, guys, get it together. Rebuilding our substantive here and answering the necessary questions for us to win this debate. First of all, why is it going to be easy to defend Batman in the first place? Look, there is not a single fucking bitch who wanted to stick around with him. Harley Quinn, a trained fucking therapist, could not stick around for more than a one-night stand, lads. This woman fucking dated the Joker, took one look at Batman and went, that's too much, and yeeted away. Panel, even Batman's own fucking parents couldn't stand him and couldn't wait to die at the earliest fucking possible opportunity. This only leaves Alfred in Batman's life. And let's be fucking clear, Alfred is probably fucking relieved he gets a continuous paycheck now because now Batman isn't hanging around with him anymore and trauma dumping on this poor old man all the time as his only point of human connection. He is doing that shit with you instead. I think if Alfred could find you at this point after you liberated him, he would give you a massive fucking kiss on the lips for essentially clutching his early retirement. Also clashing on OG's point of saying that Alfred is going to, I don't know, be friends with you, whatever the fuck. Why will you be able to take it and why will this be fun? First of all, life is lonely at the fucking top. Your goons, your henchmen, while very, very fun to order around, will never fill the bat-shaped hole in your bat-shaped heart. OD just all the framing for this when they say Batman has exactly the same lived experiences that you do. There's the guy who's going to be so easy to cinch in the first place because you can just say, same dude, and you have actual fucking substantive evidence of this. You're probably going to relay this. Stop interrupting me, dude. You know we're winning, but you don't have to do that. Look, you don't have to fucking necessarily do a lot of like psychological fucking training for this. You just tell him the fucking truth. You probably relate to him on some fucking level as well. Also, this probably feels nice. And even if it doesn't feel nice, damn, the fucking ability to be able to control someone like that feels fucking good. It makes your ego go up. If the fucking henchmen see that you're ordering Batman around, that is a fucking power trip on the next fucking level. No gang leader's gonna fuck with you because you got a little Batboy on your side who is so fucking crazy for you that he would fucking do anything at this point. Last case, coming in hot from opposition whip, 4 minutes. I don't want Eric Peng on my ass because Robin is also emotionally codependent on Batman and likely will want to seek revenge. This is not something that I want to do if I either steal his identity or make myself any way involved with Batman post-death. I'd probably save myself a lot of fucking effort and a lot of fucking running away of people who then like tell me, Batman was necessary because he was my villain foil and I really fucking needed someone in order to like make myself look reasonable dressing up as a penguin every night of the day. I really don't want to deal with this shit. I've got enough. I'm emotionally traumatized and I'm a very, very busy woman. Look, also when we say that, I don't think Batman is necessarily the individual, or I think Batman can help us even if they continue doing what they already did. I'm going to take a POI post-minute 6. There are no fucking rules in this tournament. I don't think it matters. I think Batman at the point where he's wiping out all of your fucking opposition is just someone who's a very important person to keep alive. OG doesn't respond to this. They have a flimsy little response because they realize it's a fucking good case that we're running here. That's a fucking good point that we have. Because at the point where you don't have Batman doing that for you, you have to take care of it yourself. Guys, maximize efficiency, etc., etc. You are a leader. You are a manager. You are someone who is probably likely wanting to be an alpha. This is in your maximum self-interest. Before I run out of time, anyone with a POI, yell it out.
I can't believe Imaad forgot to mention this in our extremely pertinent policy. We do get Bruce Wayne's money because we just rifle out his credit card, find the pin written on the back of his handy little paper with all the pins on it, and then just withdraw all the money.
Bruce
Imaad,
Wayne, the millionaire, walking around with easy access to his bank accounts at all time. This makes a lot of fucking sense, dude. I don't know if you've ever met billionaires. They're the most fucking freakishly private people on this planet. Good luck with that mech winning you any case in your debate. Lastly, panel, we love you more than a 10% discount. That's why we partnered up with HelloFresh to give you 6 weeks of free meals that could have gone to people in need, but instead we thought it was important to reward the middle class again. Use our promo code GAYRIGHTS, that's right, GAYRIGHTS for 6 weeks of free meals. I was told, by the way, I need to do some maths, but I'm going to go full curriculum and drop some science on your ass too. 2 essential fucking elements for life are carbon and oxygen. Put these together, lads. CO. Clear closing up.
Here, here.